Hey guys, it's Star here. I'm bringing a flip through of my latest junk journal, which I am calling the Three Theme Tome. Isn't that just totally illiterate? It's from a swap done on Dreamwidth, which is a site that's a bit like LiveJournal. If any of you remember LiveJournal, which is now 20 years old, the site is the community that this is from is about doing handmade swaps or pay it forwards where the theme is things that we geek over, and you're given a person to make something for based on the things that they love the most, and they're given somebody else's name, and so on and so on and so on. So it's like a round robin of craft. I've made a junk journal because that's what I do. And so I made it with three signatures, and each signature is a different theme, hence why I'm calling it the three theme tone. And the themes I've chosen from her list of things that she loves are Fallout, postcards, and seagulls. Now, the front of the book, I've put some old, well, not old, but some plastic computer chips and plastic circuit boards and things like that, to signify Fallout. Here is a little enamel seagull with a French fry in his beak, and up here is a teeny tiny postcard. The spine is gaffer tape, as we call it in Australia, and I'm told that it's called elsewhere bookcloth tape, which I find quite amazing actually, because here in Australia it's used for everything that you can possibly imagine. It's used for plumbing and electrical works, and musicians use it to repair their leads and amps and all sorts of things. It's just everything and anything you can possibly imagine. It's really great stuff. So to see it used in the context of junk journal was, for me, really exciting. And I first saw that done by Nick the Booksmith in her lap book video series. So I also put punches here as well with the eyelets so that I could tie some ribbon through. And rather than make that sort of invisible, I just left it kind of grungy to go with the Fallout theme. And then in tying up the book closed, I've also put in a silver pen, because why not, hey? Yeah, I reckon why not. So I open the book, get those ribbons out of the way, and I've put in silver washi tape around the end papers just to match the pen. Just move that so that's all in frame. And with the end papers, they're a bit grungy as well, sort of like a bit wrinkled, and I did that as well on purpose to go with the whole grunge theme of the cover being more predominantly Fallout than any other part of her interest. But I'm quite pleased overall with the way it turned out, and I think that the red and the silver looks pretty striking together. So anyway, onwards we go. As I flip through, you'll see that there's a lot of blank pages, and that's because I like to leave my junk journals, not lunk journal, junk journals, more for people to write in. I don't tend to put in a lot of ephemera. As much as I love ephemera, you should see how much ephemera I have. It's just ridiculous. So there is less of that than there is bits and pieces. Anyway, so here we have a sticker from the game, and I'll list in the description box below the video my sources for all of this stuff. I had to get most of the Fallout stuff from Redbubble because, surprisingly, or not really, there's not a lot of craft stuff related to gaming. So yeah, Redbubble came in hugely useful at this point. So I have to thank all those artists and designers there who have all this stuff that I was able to use so well. So here we have more paper, and this washi tape here is one I got from China quite a while ago. It's a constellation washi tape, and I think it's really quite interesting. I'll see if I can bring that in a bit so that you can get a better view of it, maybe. Anyway, onwards. We have some vintage receipts here that you can write on underneath the dictionary paper. These are some pages from the Australian methods of building construction, just to add some visual interest and more fallout stuff. And I stenciled some of the white backgrounds of the paper so that she could write on that. This is just some sticky notes. This is a little envelope with a bit of ephemera inside it. More paper to write on. And then there's a tuck spot here with a postcard. And in here, this is an actual piece of World War II memorabilia, which I thought, you know, it's not strict, well, it's not at all related to the game, but I thought it was really interesting because it's, you know, it's about radio valves and surplus wall stocks of radio valves and things like that. So I thought just as something to have, that would be like just a nice little piece of history. So that's in there too. So just tuck all that back. Hopefully I don't bang the camera. And I've got a tuck spot, another postcard, more paper to write on. Got some Fallout money in a Fallout game card, which was made by an incredibly talented cosplay accessory maker on eBay. I've listed them in the description box as well. Here is a glassine bag with some cafe notes tucked in the back and then just some small pieces of brown paper. This is a library card and pocket from China that my friend Sophia Jane gave me. And it's really cool, and I thought it fitted really well because it's just something a bit more interesting. In the paper bag, we've got more postcards, Merkwater, rock, paper, scissors at the wasteland, all from Redbubble. More paper that's been stenciled on, and another tuck spot, more stickers and dictionary sheets, and more paper. And then we've got this sort of flip up paper to write on, journal on. Another batch of designs from Australian methods of construction and building. More sticky note paper to write on. And we've got some flip up postcards and flip over postcards. So that's the first third. Second third, middle third, is postcards. So another tuck spot with more vintage postcards. You can write on the back of that there. And we've got just some paper for interest and some stickers. And then we've got these postcards which just flip out and up. And there's a little deer sticker to write on and note on. There's some tiny note paper here. More paper. There's a little tiny journal here that I made that just, you know, flip open and tuck it back in its pocket. More paper to write on. And again, and some more. This came from the South Australian Friends of the Botanic Gardens. More to write on, just something bit of colour there. More postcards from a friend in Beijing who gave me a whole box to use in junk journaling, and a bookmark just for something a bit different, which is also from the Friends of the South Australian Botanic Gardens. Another postcard, flip that over, and I used washi tape on all of these so that if she wanted to collect them and pull them and put them into a postcard journal or something like that specifically that she may have 4 postcards, she can do that without damaging either the junk journal or the postcards themselves. So here we have some really lovely sari fabric, which I got from Simply Scrapping, and another vintage postcard here. And then pinned here with a paper clip is what looks like an envelope. And it's not. I got this idea from Luna Rosu, who is really amazing, from Sheena. She's just such a great crafter. Anyway, it's just you unfold it and more space to journal on. Just fold that up and I'll pin that back on after. So again, more sari stuff and some more stickers to journal on. More note paper, another postcard. more vintage. Freshen Up with 7-Up, which I thought was cute. And this one as well. And now the last third, which is the seagulls. So we've got some bits of paper here that she can just, you know, flip up and journal on. There's another tuck spot here, and this has modern guessing competitions with a seagull paperclip and a seagull postcard. And that's my cat you can hear yelling in the background because he doesn't like being out of any rooms. This is just a few cute questions and answers about fruit and vegetables for a competition. That's a piece of vintage ephemera. Another bit of sari silk. Then we have some sticky notes, which are seagulls. I thought they were cute. And this gorgeous little card from Bruny Island Art Studio in northern Queensland of Australia, part of Australia. This is a piece of art that I thought was adorable, so I've put that in. More of the seagull sticky notes. More paper to write on. And here we have another vintage postcard from the UK in Brixham. Again, seagulls. And a seagull paperclip, which is not going to go in, so I'll deal with that after. More to write on. Here we have a first day cover of a seagull. I didn't want to put anything in this or glue this down permanently because I don't know if she collects stamps or first day covers or things like that, but I just thought on the off chance I would just leave it as is and just keep it in the book with the paper clips because I thought it was better to err on the side of caution. Here we have this gorgeous painting done by Bruny Island Studios, again of a seagull on the edge of the beach, and I just love the colours and the richness of the tones in that. I just think it's really beautiful. So she can write in there, and there's more paper, and here we have the more paper and a, that was really stuck in well, a tag from Which Craft Do You Do, which is a pretty little bird, and you know, I just thought that was quite lovely. More to write on. Then we've got the little Bruny Island Studio and a bit more of the sari silk. Let's move that a bit. Writing paper. Another seagull postcard vintage with the seagull paper clip. Some more paper. More of the sticky notes. Everybody loves sticky notes, don't they? Then you can just flip these up and, you know, you've got paper to write on and something pretty to look at underneath. A bit more paper. Then you've got a tuck spot here with the seagull. And I love this. It says, "May you be as happy as a seagull with a French fry." I honestly think that is adorable. And it's got a little journal card there that she can write on, and she can write above it as well. Bit more paper, and that's pretty much it, guys, and papers. So yeah, I hope that my swapee enjoys this, and I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video, and thanks very much, and hopefully I'll have some more stuff up soon for you guys to watch, and stuff up for sale on my Etsy shop, All 4 Leaves. Okay, thanks everyone, bye.